The National Electrical Code, specifically Article 310.15, addresses the spacing requirements for conduits, tubing, and raceways. However, the code itself does not provide a specific numerical value for the minimum acceptable spacing between these components. Instead, the NEC offers guidance through examples and general principles. Figure 310.15 within the NEC serves as a visual aid, illustrating an acceptable spacing configuration. To understand the implications of this, it's essential to delve deeper into the reasons behind spacing requirements and the factors that influence acceptable distances. Firstly, the primary reason for spacing conduits and raceways is to manage heat dissipation. Electrical conductors within these enclosures generate heat as current flows through them. This heat can accumulate, leading to elevated temperatures within the conductors and the surrounding insulation. Excessive heat can degrade the insulation, reducing its lifespan and potentially causing electrical faults, such as short circuits or ground faults. When conduits are closely packed together, the heat from one conduit can transfer to adjacent conduits, increasing the overall temperature and exacerbating the risk of insulation degradation. Adequate spacing allows for better air circulation around the conduits, facilitating heat dissipation and maintaining conductor temperatures within safe operating limits. Secondly, the NEC emphasizes the importance of maintaining ampacity. Ampacity refers to the current carrying capacity of a conductor, which is the maximum amount of current a conductor can safely carry without exceeding its temperature rating. The ampacity of a conductor is influenced by several factors, including its size, insulation type, and the ambient temperature. When multiple conductors are installed in close proximity, their combined heat can reduce the ampacity of each conductor. This phenomenon is known as ampacity deriving. To compensate for ampacity deriving, the NEC requires adjustments to the allowable current carrying capacity of conductors based on the number of conductors in a raceway or cable and the ambient temperature. Spacing conduits and raceways helps to minimize ampacity deriving by promoting better heat dissipation and reducing the overall temperature rise. Thirdly, proper spacing facilitates ease of installation and maintenance. When conduits are adequately spaced, it becomes easier to install and route conductors, make connections, and perform maintenance tasks. Sufficient space allows for better access to individual conduits, making it simpler to add or remove conductors, troubleshoot problems, and perform inspections. Fourthly, spacing helps to prevent physical damage to conduits and conductors. Close proximity can increase the risk of physical damage due to abrasion, impact, or other mechanical stresses. Spacing provides a buffer zone, reducing the likelihood of damage and ensuring the long-term reliability of the electrical system. Fifthly, consider the practical considerations for determining acceptable spacing. While the NEC doesn't provide a specific numerical value, several factors influence what constitutes acceptable spacing in a given installation. These factors include the size and type of conductors, the number of conductors in each conduit, the ambient temperature, the type of conduit or raceway, and the available space. For example, installations with large conductors carrying high currents will require greater spacing than installations with smaller conductors carrying lower currents. Similarly, installations in high ambient temperature environments will require more spacing to compensate for the increased heat. Sixthly, consult with local electrical inspectors and engineers. They can provide guidance on acceptable spacing practices in your specific jurisdiction. Local codes and regulations may have additional requirements or interpretations of the NEC that affect spacing requirements. Seventhly, consider the use of conduit spacers or supports. These devices help to maintain uniform spacing between conduits and raceways, ensuring consistent heat dissipation and facilitating installation. Conduit spacers are available in various sizes and materials to accommodate different conduit sizes and installation requirements. Eighthly, ensure that all conduit supports are properly installed and secured. This will prevent the conduits from shifting or sagging, which can reduce the effective spacing and compromise heat dissipation. Ninthly, when determining acceptable spacing, it is crucial to consider the worst-case scenario. This means assuming the maximum possible current flow on the highest ambient temperature that is likely to occur in the installation environment. This will help to ensure that the spacing is adequate to prevent overheating and opacity dirting under all operating conditions. Tenthly, documentation is essential. Maintain detailed records of the conduit and raceway layout, including spacing dimensions, conductor sizes, and opacity calculations. This documentation will be helpful for future maintenance, troubleshooting, and inspections. In summary, while the NEC does not specify a precise distance for spacing conduits, tubing, or raceways, Figure 310.15 provides a visual example of acceptable practice. The underlying principle is to ensure adequate heat dissipation, maintain conductor opacity, and facilitate ease of installation and maintenance. Factors such as conductor size, current levels, ambient temperature, and local regulations all play a role in determining acceptable spacing. Consulting with experienced electrical professionals and adhering to industry best practices will help ensure a safe and reliable electrical installation. The code emphasizes the importance of professional judgment and engineering practices to achieve a safe and effective installation. Understanding the principles behind these requirements allows for informed decisions and the creation of electrical systems that meet the needs of the application while adhering to the NEC guidelines. The lack of a specific measurement in the code encourages a flexible approach to design, but this approach necessitates a thorough understanding of the electrical principles involved. It is important to remember that the information in Figure 310.15 is not a hard and fast rule, but rather an illustration of what is considered acceptable. The specific conditions of the installation should always be taken into account. For instance, if the conduits are installed in an area with limited ventilation, more spacing may be required. Conversely, if the conduits are installed in a well-ventilated area, less spacing may be acceptable, as long as the heat dissipation is adequate. Always prioritize safety and compliance with the NEC when making decisions about conduit and raceway spacing. If there is any doubt about the proper spacing, it is always best to err on the side of caution and provide more space. This can help to prevent overheating, opacity dirting, and other potential problems. Furthermore, it is essential to consider the long-term effects of conduit and raceway spacing. Over time, environmental factors such as temperature changes, humidity, and exposure to chemicals can affect the performance of electrical systems. Adequate spacing can help to mitigate these effects and ensure that the system continues to operate safely and reliably for many years. The NEC is a living document that is updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and industry best practices. It is important to stay up to date on the latest edition of the NEC and to consult with qualified electrical professionals to ensure that your electrical installations are compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. Remember that the goal of the NEC is to protect people and property from electrical hazards. By following the code's guidelines for conduit and raceway spacing, you can help to create a safer electrical environment for everyone. The information provided here is for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrical professional before undertaking any electrical work. Proper spacing and installation practices are essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. By understanding the principles behind these practices and following the NEC guidelines, you can help to create a safer and more efficient electrical environment. In addition to the factors already discussed, it is also important to consider the type of conduit or raceway being used when determining acceptable spacing. Different types of conduit have different thermal properties which can affect their ability to dissipate heat. For example, metal conduits tend to dissipate heat more effectively than non-metallic conduits. Therefore, metal conduits may require less spacing than non-metallic conduits in the same installation. It is also important to consider the size and shape of the conduit or raceway. Larger conduits and raceways have a greater surface area, which can help to dissipate heat more effectively. Similarly, conduits and raceways with a more open shape, such as ladder racks, tend to dissipate heat better than conduits and raceways with a more closed shape, such as rigid metal conduit. When installing multiple conduits or raceways in parallel, it is important to ensure that they are all spaced equally apart. This will help to ensure that the heat is distributed evenly and that no one conduit or raceway is subjected to excessive temperatures. It is also important to avoid creating air pockets between conduits or raceways. Air pockets can trap heat and reduce the effectiveness of heat dissipation. In some cases, it may be necessary to provide forced air cooling to help dissipate heat from conduits and raceways. This is especially important in installations with high current levels or high ambient temperatures. Forced air cooling can be provided by fans or blowers that circulate air around the conduits and raceways. Finally, it is important to remember that the NEC is not the only source of information on conduit and raceway spacing. Other organizations, such as the National Electrical Manufacturers Association, also publish standards and guidelines on this topic. It is always a good idea to consult with multiple sources of information to ensure that you are following the best practices for conduit and raceway spacing. The aim is always to implement a safe and effective electrical system.